bad contest prep coaches. I want to do a video this morning. I'm off to the gym, and I recently acquired a few clients because their coaches are just not responding to their needs, not responding to pictures and nutritional help and update workouts, things like that. So um, I know that a lot of people want to be a coach. I've been a coach for over 25 years. I'm not saying I'm awesome or a guru, but I'm pretty damn good at what I do. Most athletes, about 90–95% of the people I've ever trained, have all got top 5 placings, or general people that want to get in good shape. I've had people lose up to 114 pounds in under a year, so on and so on. So I don't want to talk about my accolades, but um, thank you to all the coaches out there who are incompetent, that don't write the right protocols for diets and all this crazy stuff, like tons of steak for women. It doesn't always fly. Some women just can't do it. And also, I see things like, the last thing I've seen was someone put someone on Broncaid, ephedrine, Yohimbe, caffeine, and aspirin together, and then wanted to add clenbuterol on top of that. So this person was stuck with, couldn't lose weight and constipated. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I don't see how all that stuff combined is, number one, healthy for you. Two, it's not going to benefit your adrenal glands at all. This person was done doing 7 days of cardio, 12, 14 weeks out. If your coach wants you to do cardio 45 minutes, 7 days a week when you first start out, fire them immediately, because they're freaking idiots. Excuse me, I don't want to swear or anything, but they're idiots. They're retarded. They don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue or an inkling about what the human body does physiologically, biologically. I'm not like a biologist, but at least I know a background in biology, a little bit of chemistry from school. But the body can only take so much. If you're going to torture yourself with stimulants, caffeine, like Broncaid and ephedra together with Yohimbe, you're asking for a major blood pressure problem. And for females, you're probably gonna hold a ton of water. So the client I just got, what we did was we took out all her stems. She was stacking Winstrol and Anavar together. Okay, not always. I don't know. I guess it's okay to some extent, but I think you're better off splitting them apart or overlapping them at a certain time to carry on that bridge. But the stems were done. She couldn't lose weight. She had she was very tired, fatigued. Her body just felt like it was doing nothing. She had no energy, couldn't sleep well, so on, so on, so on. So the protocol is basically this: get all that shit out of your diet, and then stop what you're doing. So we took a couple days rest. We put in some food, and took all the stems back out. Let her rest for a few days, and now she's fine and lost, I think, 4 to 6 pounds in a week. So magic trick? Yeah, a little bit, but you gotta know what you're doing. So people come to me at the very last minute, Ken, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I've got, 5 weeks left, and my coach is not responding. I'm like, what do you mean he's not responding? Well, I've asked him to update my meal plans for the week, or I sent him pictures, and he never responded back, and I don't know whether to change things. I haven't lost any weight. Now I'm stuck, and I got 5 weeks left. To me, if your coach is doing that, that's pretty fucked up. If you're paying them, you're paying for a service. A service should look like this. So when you take on a new coach, you want to make sure a few things. You want to make sure their philosophy is something which you agree to. Like if I agree to, say, low carbs or keto, and you're totally against it, I mean, that's not going to work. That's like a girlfriend and boyfriend meet, and you're like, well, I like sex once a week, and the other one's like, I like sex every day. Yeah, probably not going to work. So let's look at a couple other things. The main thing I think is the educational background of that coach. You can have all the degrees in the world on paper, certifications, and blah 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 fucking blah. I don't care. I have certifications. I've had certifications. I don't have a degree, but I went to school. I learned biology. I learned in the trenches. I learned from doing. And bro science, I think is pretty good, because when 30, 50 people go, this works, it probably works for most people. Maybe it doesn't work for you. So find a coach that has a background in nutrition, for one. Look at someone like Chris Cito. He's a nutritionist. From what I've heard, Chris does not do gear protocols. He don't care what you take. And personally, I don't care to some extent either, unless you're taking some heavy things that are going to cause you to hold water towards the end, I don't know that it really matters a whole lot. I mean, it does to some extent, yes, but no. So find out if they have a good background in nutrition. Make sure that plan works for you. It's going to be a good fit for you. Make sure that they don't have too many clients as they claim they say. I don't know too many people out there that has too many clients. That's usually a scare tactic. I mean, a red flag that says run away. Too many clients. Okay, you're a bodybuilding coach. You have too many clients. Okay, I get that, but I think you're full of shit. I know a guy in California that said he had, I don't know, 300 some clients. You're not going to manage 300 clients. Trust me, you're not. I got up to maybe 50 or so, and it's pretty difficult. At that point, you probably need an assistant, which I had. And at that point, also, too, remember, some of these coaches have a lot of clients. You're not talking to the coach. You're not talking to him personally. You're talking to his assistant. So you may not get the right advice you need, and it's a paid service. So red flag number two. Another thing to think about is how will they get you from, A to Z, and how will they get you from, say 16 weeks out down to day of the contest? Because what I see a lot of times is that last week, a prep week, a lot of bad protocols out there. Everybody wants diuretics. Fuck diuretics. Unless you seriously need a diuretic, you don't really need one. You look at someone like Dorian. I think he claimed he never took a diuretic or tried it, and he said he just didn't look good at all. And he's the most grainiest bodybuilder of all time. So why do you feel you need these diuretics to drop water? The bottom line is, if you're a week or two out and you think that you're holding water, you're a fatty. Trust me, I've been there. You're a fatty. You're a fucking fatty. You just don't want to admit you're a fatty because you're a big fucking ego and you think you know what you're doing. You're in the best shape of your life and you're all full of confidence. You're like, man, I just got to drop 3-4 pounds of water and I'm good. Bullshit. You need to drop about 10 pounds of fat, right? So it could be some more cardio, maybe dropping some calories. I don't know what the protocol is right now because I don't know you, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of things to think about when you hire a coach. Now, another thing, too, is what I keep hearing, along with this whole trend of my coach won't talk to me, he doesn't respond back, he doesn't change anything. I've worked with a lot of top, I don't want to say gurus, but a lot of top coaches. And I will tell you, some of these coaches that are training a lot of high level professional Olympia, figure, physique, men's, everything you could think of on the highest level, I don't see how those guys are any different than other coaches who, maybe don't have that kind of clientele. Let's say that. And the reason I say that is because one thing I think stands out when you're a good coach. You've got to have a really good eye and you got to have a really good instinct for changing someone's physique if they're stuck because the body will plateau. Some people come to me with a plateau and I'll tell them, look, we got to get through the plateau first and maybe Showtime's not a good time. I know that sucks, but just let's be realistic. Or I can suck you down and you'll fucking hate me. If you want to do that, I'm okay with that too. So, um, other things in contest prep to look at is, minerals, water, this whole thing with the 2 gallons of water a day. Don't see the need for it. You want to piss all day, fine. I don't know you really need 2 gallons of water a day. The gear, most protocols I've seen, I know people that take everything from, Sestanon, Cypionate up till the show. They take, uh, what is it, testosterone suspension, which is in water, to anadrols, to high levels of HGH, to, I mean, you name it, people take it all the way up to the show. So to say which protocol is the best, it's hard to say. You got to find out what works for your body. I know people that when they take Inadrol, they don't feel good. They get headaches. They don't eat. Um, you know, Sometimes that's good for a pre-contest diet. I love Inadrol for a pre-contest diet with clients because it keeps you full, strong. It's good for your joints. Um, the only downside after about 2 to 4 weeks, you're gonna start seeing some more side effects. Usually you're not hungry at all, which for a contest diet's good, but it may be a little bit too bad too. So I think sometimes cycle those in and out, front and back end of your contest prep works well too. So, um, well, I'd like to see your opinion. I don't know who out there is struggling with a diet or a protocol. or they're stuck trying to lose weight and they can't. I have people contact me once in a while and say, well, Coach Ken, I'm stuck. What do I do? Well, we got to figure out why you got stuck first before we can unstuck you or unfuck you. How's that? You got to make sure you have, um, you know, what are you doing now? What do we need to change? What's causing you to get to this point of stopping and plateauing? Because typically what happens is people will push, 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 keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. And the body says, right here, bro, I'm done. I can't do it no more. Okay, well, then you have to figure out what to do next, and usually it's time off. I've had people take 4 days off, 2 weeks from a show. They think I'm fucking crazy, but they come back in 4 days. They're like, dude, I'm freaking shredded. What the hell happened? Well, because we pushed you to the limit, refueled you. Now you look better. Now we can hold the conditioning for a couple weeks, and that's not all that. That's challenging, but it's okay when you're in shape. People that are in shape prior to a contest prep always do well. So I also see a few other things out there in the Instagram world of people that are, especially women, do this a lot. They blow up from 118, 122 to 140, 150, 160 in the off season. Okay, so and they're soft. You're trust me. I know you think you're getting bigger. You'll probably gain a few pounds, but you're not building pure muscle. You didn't build 15, 20 pounds of muscle since your last contest last year, typically, unless you're on some very heavy chems. And if you did, it would show. Because a lot of times women that are taking anabolics need very, very little to grow, and they can grow pretty quickly within reason, and their body fat tends to drop pretty fast too, especially after a show. So don't think for 1 second you're going to go from 118 in your show, and then 6 months later you gain 20 pounds. It's probably time to slow down on the food. You're not going to get any more muscle building out of that. If anything, go from 120 to say, 130, 135, but grow into that weight. So when that weight jumps up, cut back on calories. Still train hard, but you get to that weight, drop back down. Get back up, drop back down. You want to grow into the weight. And another thing I keep hearing too is, I'm going to grow into my show. All right, you're not. You're probably not going to grow into your show. Excuse me. Just because everyone says they're going to grow in their show doesn't mean everybody does. And I'd like to see someone prove that. Prove that you started out at, I don't know, a body fat of 14% or 10 at a muscle weight of, say, 190. And then in your show, but by the time you dieted down for your show, you weighed 195, 196 when your contest prep's over. That's growing into your show. Let's look at the raw numbers. So I guess that's my rant for the day. I need to go work out. It's cold here in Pittsburgh, but I love it. I'm back home. So, hey, everyone from Pittsburgh, Steeler fans, Steeler Nation. Bad year, we're going to get better next year. So, everyone else out there, if you need any help, contact me. I'm always available for questions. I don't charge for questions. If you make me want to work, really dig into your diet, things like that, and change your protocols, then yeah, I do charge for those services. But I'm fairly inexpensive for most coaches. This is a part-time thing for me. I just love it. I do diet plans, meal plans, workout plans. If you want to do video posing with me, I can coach you on posing through Skype if you want to. That's always fun. I see a lot of people that are posing and hiding their physiques based on their muscle and structure, and a lot of times that can really hurt a great physique just by posing. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for today. I'll get some more videos posted. I've been people telling me to keep posting, but I'm just busy, and I think maybe doing this in my car might be the best way going to the gym. So, signing off. Train hard. Don't look back. Tomorrow's not going to come, man. You got to do it today. Later.